Welcome into this OKPreps.com exclusive here on OK Preps. I'm Managing Director Michael Knight, and I'm now joined by two standouts for the Memorial Chargers. Big day for them as they announced their commitment to Oklahoma State to play men's basketball. They're currently wrapping up their junior seasons right now, so they'll be signing this upcoming November. Kalib Keylan Boone, twin brothers. Kalib older by about 7-8 minutes. Let's start the conversation with a pretty easy question, and I know it's been asked a lot of you guys already, but why Oklahoma State and why now?
Well, question one, why Oklahoma State? Oklahoma State is like a really great program. It just feels right. It's an hour away from home, and I like the tradition that they have up there, and it's a really cool school.
It's really cool to vibe around. I love the people up there, and it's home. It's not that far, and I can get my grandma to come up here. I can get all my folks to come up here, and Oklahoma's been so good to us. Not saying no other state nor school wouldn't be good to us, but why move?
Yeah, I mean, look, growing up in Oklahoma, there's been OU, OSU. Those are the two marquee programs when it comes to men's basketball. And Coach Boynton is definitely building something special in Stillwater, and we saw it this last season, especially with the push that they made in conference play, sweeping Kansas for the first time, and then making a push, nearly making it to the NCAA tournament. Your recruitment is not over. Your commitment is today to Oklahoma State, but your recruitment is not over. Schools are still going to pursue you. You guys are playing with PWP on the Under Armour circuit. You're going to get a lot of exposure over the next couple of months. You're going to get more offers from schools that maybe are talking to you right now. How do you predict what you're going to do as far as your reaction to those schools? When someone comes and offers you a scholarship when you're committed to Oklahoma State, how do you handle that?
Well, it's on the fact of just being loyal to the place that you're going. Like, me and Keylan ain't gonna take. We're not gonna take those schools as that might offer us, even though I'm committed to OSU for granted. We're not gonna be like, oh, they offered this nothing. We're gonna be humbled and grateful because they still offered us, even though we committed somewhere, and it means a lot. But we have our sights on one place, and we're hoping nothing changes at that moment. And our goal is to go to OSU.
Well, schools are gonna recruit us, and it's incredibly normal. And and what we plan on doing with this recruiting, I plan on getting my stars up. And with this recruiting, we're gonna get more offers, and like you said, staying loyal, which is key. So staying loyal. We still give gratitude and thanks to any other college who offers, because it's a blessing. So it's going to be a good summer.
Now, let me ask you guys about your relationship with Coach Boynton. I was talking with your coach, Bobby Allison, before we sat down. I think looking back on this season, I watched you guys and covered you guys about 9 or 10 games, all 3 at the TOC, all 3 state tournament games, and then a couple regular season games here and there. It seemed like the majority of times I was out at a Memorial basketball game, I saw either Coach Boynton or Scott Sutton, who's an assistant now at OSU, on the sidelines watching you guys as well. And those are just the games that I was at. Who knows how many times they were out there at other games that I was not covering that night. Talk about that and the loyalty that goes there. Like, man, holy cow, this guy is watching us almost every single night we go out and play. He must really want us.
Yeah, that shows a lot, because earlier today we was talking about it. This is my favorite memory, because this shows okay, he really wanted us more than a player, as a person. The day that the BOK game when we played Booker T, he had a game. They had a game against West Virginia. They won. They came back. At halftime, we came out. He was out on the sideline just watching the game. Let me be a head coach, I probably would have went home and just relax.
Yeah, traveling from Morgantown to Stillwater is not an easy task.
Yeah, and then going to Stillwater, and then coming to Oklahoma, Tulsa. I was about to say Oklahoma, going to Tulsa to watch us two play. It shows a lot, and that's really I mean, like, that's really heartwarming because most people wouldn't do that. It shows that he wants us more as just more, not just for basketball. He wants us more than the sport.
Like you said, when he came to the BOK game, man, I think he was going to be there because I know he just came off of beating West Virginia. So I would expect him to be probably at the house.
Eskimo Joe's,
just chilling because that's a big win. But he decided to come and watch us and shows he cares. And it's not that any other coach wouldn't do it. Right. Yeah, it's not like any other coach wouldn't come up there and do the same. But it really shows his true colors right after a game. It really shows what kind of man he is, and he really cares about his players, and he really cares about you. He really cares about his players and their lives, and he really gets individual with people with his players, and he doesn't just worry about the basketball. The basketball will take care of itself. He worries about the life and the personality, and he really gets to you.
Now, talk about what's next for you guys. I mentioned you're playing with PWP once again. Under Armour circuit coming up. You got a big weekend ahead down in Dallas. Big spring and summer coming up with traveling all over the country, playing some of the top players in the country. What's next for you, and why was it important to commit now before all of that and before your senior season begins next fall? I know you guys are already preparing. We got two right here, 2017, 2018 gold balls. I know you guys are already planning to add a third right in between here. Talk about what's next as far as playing on the Under Armour circuit, and why was it important for you guys to get this out of the way now?
Okay. Well, the importance of playing on this Under Armour circuit because it gets us, like he said, our goal is to get our stars up, and that would be mean a lot if we can do that. And yeah, we know that's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication, but if we have to do it, we're going to do it. And it's great playing with PWB because they take us to go see places most people our age don't see. Like last year, me and him went to New York for the first time ever. Flew on a plane. Never done that. It means a lot. And the reason why me and him committed so early is because we have separate reasons. His reason was, we have the same reason. His reason was because he wanted to get his stars up, and he doesn't want to have to focus on anything else, just getting his stars up. Mine was, I want to get qualified. And we both wanted to get qualified to be D1 because we didn't want to be those people to be like, okay, they say they're going to a D1 college, ends up they didn't go, and they be like, what happened? So that's why we committed so early now, and it feels right. If it didn't feel right, we wouldn't be here right now.
Like you said, it feels right, and OSU is where we want to go. They've shown us tremendous love, and they really get to know you, and they make anywhere on that campus you go feel like home. Stillwater is home, and I don't remember the last time I've been to Stillwater besides OSU. Then they took us around Stillwater, so it's not like we're just gonna be trapped on campus. We're moving around there, and they really love their players, and they love each other, and they love their community, and I love it, and we want to get we really want to get qualified. We want to get our stars up, and it's not that we wanted to do this to get it out the way. It's because we felt like it was time to announce that Oklahoma State University is where we want to go.
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I mean, if you feel like the place is the fit, it doesn't matter what the date is on the calendar. It doesn't matter what's coming up ahead of you. If a place feels like home, why not go ahead and say that? So nothing but respect there. Let's talk about the package deal situation because it's interesting. One, you guys are interesting prospects just because you're twins, first off. Second, you're a different skill set than Keylan, and anybody who have watched the Boone twins play it doesn't take very long to figure that out. You're a low post guy. You're just do about everything on the floor guy. Just watching you in the state tournament, I was watching some highlights that I shot before coming out here. The block party that you hosted in the paint at ORU during the state tournament. Oh, yeah. Insane. You had something to do with it too, but this guy was just throwing everything back. You know what? That's him. So I want to know, when did you guys decide when it came to your recruitment that it doesn't matter who offers, who's coming after us, because skill set wise, you're both phenomenal players, and your coach would be the first one to say that. But when did you guys know we want to go play together? We're a package deal. When did you guys know that, and how have colleges and how have Coach Boynton and the coaches there, obviously Coach Boynton's ecstatic that he's getting both of you, but how have the college coaches reacted to you guys saying, look, you can't just recruit Kalib or you can't just recruit Keylan, you have to recruit both of us because we're going to college together?
Coaches, we're excited because when we realized it like ninth grade summer,
a long time ago,
10th and like the beginning of 10th grade, because me and him didn't really get serious about it until basically freshman year. So then like when we found out like Nero ain't gonna be here forever, Derek and them was not gonna be here forever at some point, and then all the hype that was about our names, because when we went to Union, it was me and him, and we made a name at Union. Came here, made a name here, and it was like, okay. And then people was asking, are y'all gonna go to college together? Me, Keylan was like, yeah, we got to, because he does stuff I can't do on the perimeter. I don't feel comfortable with. I do stuff he can't do in the post that he don't feel comfortable with, and he got my back. I got his back. He got mine. You can't break that up. You can't break this twin duo up.
It's really like we give the college coaches no type of reason not to recruit both of us, because when we go out we play hard and we're both clicking. It's amazing and it's endless what we can do together, and so we really make the college coach not be like, decide should I get this one or that one. You should either get both, or I'm not saying you can't get neither, but I mean, you shoot your shot at it. And we've continued our legacy and our name at Union. Then we carried it over here, and we grew it. We got it bigger, and no doubt that we're going to do it again. And we're going to keep getting our name bigger, as well as this school, because this school has been nothing but great to us, and this school deserves nothing but respect.
And now you mentioned moving forward with Memorial and playing with this Charger program, and it's one of the best programs in Oklahoma when it comes to boys basketball. What Coach Allison has done in his 5 years here is remarkable. 3 state championships, 1 runner-up finish, 1 semifinal appearance. Both of those losses in the state tournament on buzzer beaters to Carl Albert. So you're a second away from being a 4-time champion 5 years. That's insane. That's not done in other states. Talk about the pressures you guys faced coming into this year, because you talked about Caleb, Nero, and some of the guys Kobe Rose, some of the guys who came before and were a part of this state title in 2017, but you guys were coming off the bench that year. Now 2018 happens, you guys are starters. People already know your name for having scholarship offers from last year with PWP last summer. Talk about the pressures you guys faced. You answered any questions pretty early on with a triple-double in your first game. Just talk about the pressures you guys faced as guys coming into this program, first-time starters, and trying to continue the legacy that you guys have here.
Well, one of the main issues with us was what people would tell us, okay, Nero, this year, the 2017 when we won it, Nero, they knew Nero was gone. They knew Kobe, Keylan, Isaiah, and Micah was gone, and there was the thinking okay, it's just the Boone twins. Me and him was it's not just us. We got Corey, we got Shamar, we got Craig, we got Isaac, we got David. We got all these other people. Yeah, that's what we wanted to show. We wanted to show Memorial is not just us. It's bigger than us. Like, without them, we're not who we are. Like, yeah, we're gonna still have our name out there, but it wouldn't be as big without them. That 2018 state championship, like, it happened. One of the greatest feelings, man, getting the back-to-back and proving, like, and then with us, we just wanted to show people, like, we can go out here and get it. Like, just because we're skinny, and that was another thing, like, we're skinny. People think we will get bullied and everything. We want to show people, like, we're not weak, we're tough. Like, if we're going to do anything we can to win, and we did that on 20 back-to-back state champs, so can't complain.
It's really just our determination and our drive. Like, you can't say we're not going to win and have us be like, well, see, no, you said we're not going to win. We said we're going to win. And it's really the leaders, because they try to doubt us because Caleb Nero and all them left. Well, we have me, Caleb, then we have Shamar, probably one of the best guards in the state this year. Then we have Corey. Then we have everybody else. Like, we have a tremendous squad this year, and one of the best squads Memorial's ever had in a while. And there's no doubt that we're gonna go do the same thing next year. Like, the people we have coming back, like Drew and James and Will Hill, Kevon and Brayshawn, like, you can't take them away, because they were in those games when they were in those big wins. They helped contribute, and there's no way that anybody can say that they don't know if we're going to make it, because we're going to make it. And if you think we're going to make it, then that's even a confidence. That's a booster. So
now, you guys, as I mentioned, you played for Coach Bobby Allison, and, you know, I hear some of the things you say, and you're very quick to pass it off on your teammates, and that's no surprise after talking, you know, for years and years with Coach Allison and the way he runs this program. It's team first. It's never about – in fact, I don't think you guys have names on the back. It's just Chargers on the back of your jersey. It's always about that. It's always about Memorial basketball, and the tradition goes on. You guys practice here in Veterans Arena, and they're no stranger to showing off the greats who have played here before. They have jerseys that are retired up in the rafters. Cameron Downing, Brandon Lloyd, Jason Parker, just to name a couple that have their jerseys up there on the wall. When you think about your future legacy, you already have 2 state championships. You were a huge part of one as starters on that 2018 state title. Key contributors on the 2017 title as well. Going after a third. Do you guys ever think about that? Like, you know what? 10, 15 years from now, I'd like to see Boone and Boone up there on the wall here at Veterans Arena.
Oh, yeah. Me, Keylan had that conversation with Coach, like, knowing after that 2017 year and, like, realizing, like, me and Keylan are, like, going to be, like, one of the main contributors to get back and win state. The championship, we was like, yeah, me and Keylan, I told Coach, I said, I told him this. I said, Coach, when I get minutes, I'm going to break the block record at Memorial. And I did that. My next goal is to get the rebounding. I told Caleb Downing that. I told him that in his face. I said, I'm going to break a rebounding record.
How did he react to that?
He said, you can't. I said, I'm going to do it. Watch. He said, that's like 10, 11, 12 rebounds a game next year. I said, I can get it. I'm going to get it.
Almost average 15.
Yeah. I'm like, and then looking at that, my next goal, I told Coach, I said, I'm going to have my name up there on that, have my jersey retired, like, just up there, just hanging. So every time I come in here, I can just see my name. And that's what I'm shooting for. But my first thing is to just get my teammates better and get another one of them. I just want to get another one of those for the school. School first, then me second.
One thing I really want to do before I leave, and this is a personal goal, I want to have one of the highest shooting percentages at Memorial, because I shot pretty high. They said I shot 40 in threes, yeah. But then they said I shot like 50 or almost 60% field goal. I can pull off a 70%, because me and him, we go back and forth with you shoot the ball a lot, you don't pass the ball. If you look at the numbers, he averaged like 2 more points more than me, and I shot positive numbers. So it's not really like we used to go back and forth. It's not like I shoot bad shots or don't pass him the ball. Usually when I shoot, if it don't go in, it's probably a miss. But then I don't really shoot a lot. Like sometimes if it's a good day and I'm shooting a lot, like I had 28 against Webster, but I only shot the ball like 13 times.
Right. That's a lot.
It's not a lot.
In high school basketball, that's a lot.
Man, people pull like 30 shots per game. I'm pulling 15.
That's college, just NBA. Come on, man. Be realistic.
But yeah,
you pulling 13 shots in the game. That's a lot.
No, it's not.
But we're going a little too deep into the analytics. But I can respect you, setting yourself up for lofty goals. And look, you're one of the best pure shooters that I saw this year in person. There's no reason to think that you can't, reach that goal. Moving forward, this summer, this fall, trying to add another, trophy to the case. Talk about, what you are working on with PWP. We mentioned how you're more of a low post guy, you're more of a perimeter guy. What are some things that you're trying to develop this spring and summer to make yourself ready, not only for your senior season, but get you ready for the next level at OSU?
What I'm trying to work on my jump shot, because I'm not going to be one of those just straight post players no more. I'm probably going to have to play like the 4, because I don't have that weight on me like most post players do in college do. It's going to come, but like I have the ability to shoot the jump shot, and like I can go to the basket like at the top of the key, so in short corners. So I think working on my ball handling, my jump shot, my keeping my balance and moving quicker, and my defense on guarding 1 through 5, and that'd be really good if I can do that.
My plan this summer is really be spark plug. I didn't start last year, not saying there's wrong with that. I was not really used to coming off the bench and having to warm up then. So I had to make that a part of my game sometimes, because now I was going to start. So then I'm going to work on that, and work on a lot of ball handling, a lot of defense, really getting under somebody. I don't want to play tall anymore. I really want to get lower, because it feels way better and up in the tempo when games go sideways. But I know my intensity will always be there. That's nothing I'm ever going to worry about. I just need a defense and dribbling the ball. My shot, it'll always work out. I'm always practicing on it. So those two, then I'll be fine.
All right, we're going to wrap this thing up with some rapid-fire questions for you. Have a little fun here to wrap up this conversation. I appreciate you guys sitting down with me. All right, I got to start here. It's the layup question for me. You guys play one-on-one. Who wins?
Me. Bro, you really want to go there, Key?
He does not win.
What happened when Brendan Lloyd was here?
We literally played back here like the other day. Me, you, and Kayvon.
Bro, that was bull. I was playing.
So crazy. He said, "Let's go full court."
Full court one-on-one?
Full court one-on-one. So why would you want to do that? We went to 3, and I won. I won the most games out of all of us 3.
Because I wasn't trying. Well, but what happened when Brendan Lloyd was here, though? One-on-one full court, what happened?
That was how long ago was that?
What happened?
Was that this year or last year?
Same thing, though.
Last year.
Same
and
year.
Same year.
2017.
2018, Caleb.
Oh, my God.
I think we're going to have to, as soon as this conversation ends, I think we're going to have to get a ball, roll it out, and find out a real answer. Not getting a real strong answer from either one of you. But, look, it's a stalemate. It's a stalemate. OSU, Eskimo Joe's, what's the favorite thing on the menu?
Oh, that bacon cheeseburger for me. They cheesy fries is dope, though. Like
bacon bits on it.
Yes.
It goes down.
It goes.
They know what they're doing up there, and that's my first time ever.
Yeah, that was my first time ever eating at Eskimo Joe's, and
I've seen the cups and the shirts and the sweaters. It was like, what is this? I never knew what it was. see what to eat there. I was like, okay, that's tough.
The cheese fries, they're legit. They're legitimate for sure. All right, state championship. Moving forward, who's the biggest rival for you guys? Booker T. Washington, obviously, they have a lot of talent coming back, but who knows if they're even going to be in 5A. They're kind of going up and down from 6A to 5A. For you guys, who do you for sure want to see next year?
I really wanted to see Carl Albert this year, not trying to single out Booker T. Booker T fought out a tough win, but next year, I think we could see, probably Dell City.
No.
Yes.
We could see. What? No, he said,
Dell
who do you
City
really want to see? Who do you want to see?
Who do I really want to see?
Like, who do you want to go up against next year? Possibly for,
The
gold
shit.
ball or, in the state tournament?
To be honest, I want to go against La Knight. I want to.
Northwest Classic.
Oh, yeah, them. I want to go against them.
Northwest Classic, man.
Because that looks like that. I think that would be a really good game. I got respect for their program. Like, they had an unbelievable year, and I really think that would be a really big game if they played us, and that'd be fun.
They're all some dogs over there, so
Yeah.
it'd be something to go against them. Like, they really like to get in you, and I love the physical, and I love the physicality that they bring to every game, and they bring intensity. So I feel like a high intense game going from both ends really spark a lit gym.
Now, finally, what has to happen for you guys to go after a third one of these? You mentioned guys like Shamar Walker, who was probably the most underrated player in Oklahoma. Look, 5'7", 5'8", it can be easy to get overlooked, but he was big every single night running the point. Corey Guest was probably the best breakout player for you guys. I remember watching him down in the scrimmages down in Texas, and I was like, who is this guy? Yeah. He's knocking down every single shot from the perimeter. Now you have to replace him, and there's some other key guys you have to replace as well. How do you rebuild for going after a third one of these?
Well, like, we just got to look at the history, like some of the people that have won it. Like, we got to look at some stuff Caleb Nero did for him to get the shit. We got to look at some stuff Kobe. We got to look at stuff Shamar, Corey did, so we could put ourselves in a position to get back there. It's like, the thing about it, like, we have to learn. Like, at this point, we're still learning. But when we get to that, when the season comes, it's like learning is done. We should already know what to do, how to. Like, we should be the leaders. Me and him got to lead. We got to be those two to be like, look, you got to do this, you got to do this. If you don't want to win gold ball, then you keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to win it, you got to do this, got to do that.
Yeah, and it really comes down to practice, because we really have to level down and buckle down in practice. We have to get our younger ones to step up, and we have to get the younger ones to fall in line, because ain't no telling. Coach Allison, he gets creative. He wants to put in anybody. He'll let them go wild and see what they can do, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna make work with what we got. Cause I know Will Hill, he can dribble the ball like Shamar. Sometimes even better than Brayshawn Hubbard. He's gonna come.
He can take the charge like crazy.
Yeah, he can play crazy D.
K-Ron can hit a three.
Yep.
Julian can be a beast in the paint.
Nobody knows.
It's just
until next season comes up, and that's y'all just be ready.
Look, guys, I'm looking forward to it. It was fun watching you guys throughout your junior campaigns. So happy for you. Your announcement committed to Oklahoma State. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do on the Under Armour circuit. Looking forward to seeing you guys try to add to that legacy, try to get your name up on the walls here at Veterans Arena with your senior campaign. Congratulations on the commitment. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. For Kalib Boone, I'm Michael Knight, and this has been another – well, usually I say one-on-one exclusive. It's a two-on-one exclusive here on OKPreps.com.